Hey, what's up, y'all? Back again with another video. I want to talk about confidence. Confidence is something that you have to work on every single day. It's not something that you attain or you already have. For some people, yes. For some people, they never had to work on confidence. It was just built into them to be naturally confident. And then there are people like myself who has worked really hard on my confidence and my self-esteem. And me being a Leo is one of the challenges that I had to deal with growing up, because Leo deals with confidence, self-confidence, being bold and courageous and being themselves. So each zodiac sign represents something that they are and have to work on. We all have insecurities, right? So with confidence, what I learned is that it has to be worked on every single day if you want it. Just like a job. You want a particular job, you work on it. Just like when you study at school for a test and you want to get a good grade, you have to study for that test to get a good grade. It's the same thing. So you're just doing the internal work first with yourself. With myself, with me, I had to accept rejection. And I learned that it's nothing personal, that they just don't like who I am. And that's okay. And I learned to accept the fact that people will reject me at times and say no. And I think people, where they get lost is the fact that they already assume that someone's going to say yes to their offer of maybe taking them out on a date or dancing with them, wanting their attention, whatever it may be, getting their number. I think the person who is going up to the individual is already assuming that that person is going to say yes. And we don't own anyone. So that person that you're coming up to, they may say no. And you have to accept it. You have to accept that that individual said no, and they're not interested. And the more that you accept it, the more that you will turn away and get closer to someone who is into you. You don't want to force anything anyways. You don't want somebody to force their way into your life, or you force yourself onto them and they didn't even like you. Like, there's always gonna build some resentment towards that other person's going to have resentment towards you for forcing them to be with them. And I see this all the time with men and women relationships, because a lot of women, they're more, they're more feminine, they're smaller, they can't defend themselves in certain situations because of our body type. So they go along with certain things at times because they're scared. And you can't do that anymore. You have to still continue to stand up for yourself, even if you don't want that person's number, you don't want to entertain them. It's okay. You don't have to be in fear of your autonomy just because you don't want to talk to an individual and they're forcing themselves on you. Like, that stuff has to stop, hands down. And a person like me who dates other women, I understand that no means no. Like, I can't force myself onto someone. And with confidence, you got to be okay regardless if they say yes or no. Because even if you get that person, they can reject you midway. They don't have to stay with you forever. They don't have to continue to talking to you. They can reject you whenever they want. They can stop talking to you whenever they want. They can stop dating you, being your girlfriend, whatever. It doesn't matter. If they want to get a divorce, they can get a divorce. They can end it whenever they want to. And so when you accept that, then you're not tying your confidence into someone, into making you happy. You are already happy regardless if they are there or not. You already got your thing going on, whether they are in your life or not. You're going to continue being who you are. You're going to continue to work on yourself. You're going to continue to eat well. You're going to continue to work out and take care of yourself, regardless if they are in your life or not, because you see the value in taking care of yourself before anyone else is in your life. Even if they decide to leave, okay, it may hurt, but at least you know that you are not budging when it comes to taking care of you, because you got to make sure you're good, regardless of how fine the person is, what that person has to offer, what job they have. It doesn't matter. You got to get past your ego and know that if someone leaves, it's over, it's done, and it's okay. It doesn't devalue who you are as a person. And things just end. Relationships just end. So it's a deep acceptance of who you are every single day, and being okay if someone walks away. You're not going to change who you are just because they cheated on you, they lied to you, they walked out of your life. You're not going to allow that to change you at all, because you know better. You sit there and allow someone to emotionally deplete you and drain you because they don't want to be with you. That's what they want to do. No hard feelings, keep it moving. There's too many people out here, too many options out here for you to sit here and be sad over the fact that they want to leave, because there's these emotional cords that are attached. Oh, we spent so much time together and blah, blah, blah. So what? So what? You guys had great moments. Now it's time to make greater moments with someone else. Now it's time to have greater moments with someone else, a different experience, maybe even a better experience, a better match for you and who you are. That old person might not even be able to stick around who you are and who you are becoming. They might not be able to handle the new you that's coming. So that's why it's okay to start to release how you feel and how you look at relationships, because I'm starting to get a better understanding of relationships, that each person that I've been with or even talked to get to know them, that it's a healing thing that's going on. And it's definitely healing. Relationships are about healing yourself if you are open to that and you're willing to go there and see who you are as a person. That's what relationships are really about. Like, no relationships are perfect. So why hold on to someone that doesn't want to be there, that doesn't want to stay with you? So with things changing and you changing as a person, don't stop that. God wants you to see more. You want to experience more, whether you know it or not, if that individual wants to leave. So you're not a match anymore. You're not a match anymore. There's more out there for you to experience. Like, that's what the confidence is about. It's always reminding yourself that you have good qualities. Figure out what your qualities are. What are your superpowers within yourself that you can amplify and continue to work on to be able to express yourself and to be able to date someone without expectation, to enjoy the present moment more and more and more, because life can change whenever it wants to. It's about being grateful for even being on a date with someone and experiencing that and enjoying it for what it is and not expecting anything, because you're good regardless. Confidence is something that you have to work on every single day. If you're not there yet, releasing old beliefs and continue to train your brain into seeing the good in yourself more so than the bad, and releasing that. Eventually you have to start to release those negative thoughts about how you feel about yourself. You can't keep just ruminating on negative stuff about what you look like and who you are. You can't change that. You can't change how you look. You can only get to the healthiest that you want to be by eating, good foods, however that looks to you. work out, however that looks for you. You know, it's going to be different for everyone, but you can't change how you look. And so you got to accept that and be okay with that. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself to be something that you saw on TV. Okay, like, why do that to yourself? You don't have to look at social media every day, because that's training the brain to make you think that you're not good enough. If you can't handle that right now, stop looking at it and step away from it, because that's where your energy is going. You want to keep your energy in here, so you have some for yourself, because that's where that boost of confidence comes from. Not looking at other people and wishing you had what they had and looked like how they looked. You don't want their problems. You don't even know what problems they have in their mind. You don't know what they think about and the demons that they have to deal with inside of their mind. You would rather have your shit that you have to deal with, not their stuff. You don't know what they have to go through and what they think about. You don't know how dark they are. So always be thankful for being who you are and having the challenges that you have. Because what is that saying? They say that God will only give you what you can handle. It's true. It was assigned to you. Those challenges were assigned to you for a reason, because you can handle it. And there's so much information throughout those challenges that nobody can take away from you once you understand why you're going through what you're going through. Once you get the information that God is giving you, like little trails and little nuggets of information about your path, work with what you have. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. Pay attention and keep yourself focused on what's important to you. Don't forget who you are. Stop forgetting who you are. Whenever you don't think that you are good enough, you are forgetting who you are. So that's how you get confidence, and just doing things and not stop caring about what people think. Stop caring about what people think. It's somebody always going to have something to say. Whether you feel like you're doing something right or wrong, somebody always has something to say, something to judge. Like, it doesn't matter. They'll always have something to say. Always. So you might as well be who you are. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You don't need anyone's approval to be who you are. You don't have to live by other people's rules either. If they feel some type of way, that's their beliefs. That's not yours that you have to abide to. They're not your God. Your conversations with God is completely different. I don't care if you're in religion or if you're in spirituality. Your directions and your path is totally different in the conversations that you have with God versus someone else. It's not the same. So it doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't matter. You might as well be who you are and listen to what God has to tell you, because God is talking to you in subtle ways. Subtle ways. This is why they say be present. The more present you are, the less you suffer. And nothing will have to be worked on. You're just acting and being and flowing. And you just become confidence. You just become confidence. After a while, it just becomes second nature. The more that you practice being present and not caring about what people say, not allowing people to dictate what you do or how you feel. Listen to yourself. Don't listen to other people. But sometimes we're learning and going through the process for a reason, because you're learning who to listen to and who not to listen to. And most of the time, it's better to listen to yourself and use that discernment. and use that discernment. Most of the time, you got to listen to yourself. Okay? And don't doubt it. Do not doubt what you know is right for you. Because people will put you on the wrong path, and a majority of us have been on the wrong freaking path. We needed different things when we were younger. We didn't need college. Some of us didn't need college degrees and stuff like that. We didn't need to go to school. I know that I went for a little bit and I was just like, this isn't for me. I can't do this. And I didn't do it. And I'm glad I didn't do it. And it was a struggle at first to commit to not wanting to go to college and being okay with that. And not allowing people to influence me and tell me that I'm not going to make it, that I got to do this. No, I don't got to do shit. Who tells me that I'm going to make it or I'm not going to make it? Not a person. A person doesn't dictate how I feel in my life and how it's going to go. Who gets to do that? No one. So this is how you develop confidence. Is that you don't allow people to shake you and make you feel like you don't belong on this planet Earth, that there's no reason for you to be here, and there absolutely is. They don't get to determine that. No one does. So continue to be who you are and listen to your heart. I love y'all. Peace.